Good evening, church. God is good all the time. Standing in front of you tonight is indeed a wish come true. Since the day I set foot in the portals of Mountain View College, it's my prayer, always, it's my prayer that I'll be standing in this pulpit and sharing to you about the love of Jesus or how Jesus came into my life. So, tonight, I will share to you some important lessons that I have learned here in Mountain View College. In every work department that I had worked with, there are lessons that help me become closer to my God. But before that, let's make a simple recall about my family. I grew up with a Roman Catholic family. My mother wanted me, she always wanted me to become a priest. But when I was in high school, fourth year high school, I became a Seventh-day Adventist believer. To make the long story short, my mother and my family abandoned me, not totally abandoned. And I came to Mountain View College to be a working student. Because of that, I came to Mountain View College to be a working student and to earn education. Last summer of 2008, I arrived here in MVC. My first department was called FC Olino Department, or socially known as Barn, and commonly known as Tubuhan. Rain or shine, I worked hard to earn money for my enrollment. Despite the hardship that I had experienced in this department, I've also got a lot of benefits. First, in this department, you can eat tubo as much as you can. And second, you can ride to a unique car named Bulu Bulu. And I know others cannot experience that, di ba? Then, the third, sometimes you can sleep under the sugarcane plantation when your supervisor is still not around. Guys, don't follow my advice, but don't follow what I did before. In this department, you will finish the semester or summer if you have hard work and determination. According to an unknown author, if you have definitely determined what you want and have fixed a goal for yourself, then consider yourself extremely fortunate, for you have taken the first step that will lead to success. Hard work and determination are the first lessons that I have learned in that department. After that summer, I prayed to the Lord to let me work in other departments. I applied in the Hilltop Mini Mart, or commonly known as the college store. Out of 65 applicants, 7 of us were accepted, and I consider that as a miracle. I have learned in this department that customer is always right. So, you need to be kind and humble. You have to smile and be gorgeous so that customers will buy. You cannot blame me of being talkative because MVC Hilltop Mini Mart give me that gift, the gift of talking. So, kindness and humbleness are important to achieve success. Then, for 1 year, I worked in that department, and every day, our supervisor told us to be kind to our customers. According to Earl Riney, he is an unknown author, be kind. Every person you meet is fighting a difficult battle. That's the lesson that I've learned from the Hilltop Mini Mart. Then after some time, I was accepted in the library department. This department is opposite to my previous department. There in the Hilltop Mini Mart, you can do a lot of talking. But here, you need to be sober. You need to be silent. Be gentle, because if you don't, students will bring the signage, please keep silent in your table and say, "Hoy friend, saba ra kay ka nga pagka-worker." Here you will meet different personality of students, the borrowers of books. During that time, I don't know how to speak English. Karon, dili na lang sa ta magtel. And then I realized that trying hard is beneficial. And I know in myself that trying hard is not a negative connotations. So I tried hard to speak to the students, especially to foreign students. And lo and behold, I have learned to speak English, kahit konti lang. If you want to stay longer in this department, being diligent is important. I want to tell you a story. In that department, one Sunday afternoon, all of us, the workers from the first floor library and the second floor and the third floor, all of us were watching a movie entitled 1 Liter of Tears. Do you know that movie? 1 Liter of Tears? It was a very sad movie. And all of us were watching like that in the monitor of the computer, all of us. And then we had never realized that our supervisor, Ma'am Jovelyn Rosario, is silently opened the back door and silently walked to us. And then she said, "Unsa inyong gitanaw?" And then, never mind that she was my supervisor, I said, 1 Liter of Tears, you will really cry. You need to watch this movie. And then, when I look back, it was Ma'am Rosario. And I go, "Ma'am!" All of us immediately went to our destinations and start working again. Then, we have realized, fortunately, Ma'am Rosario did not immediately kick us out in that library. So, my advice to my library workers, my simple advice, be diligent. So I have a lot of lessons learned in this school. I also worked with faculty villagers, serving as their villager. For almost 3 years now, I have been staying with Dr. Olivia Vasquez, the Dean of the School of Education. I considered her as my second mother because I have been learning many things from her. She always said to me, or to all of us, her villagers, that the work half done is a work undone. Okay? I'll repeat. A work half done is a work undone. She's right. Time management is important. Live one day at a time. Simplicity is beauty. Patience is a virtue. All of these are her reminders to us, her villagers. This semester, with God's grace, is my last semester of my studies. I will finish student teaching this semester, and I never regret that I studied here in Mountain View College. I never regret that I took education degree also, because I believe that without a teaching profession, there is no other profession. Because I know that a teacher teaches all professions. If you want satisfaction in life, take education degree. For someday, you might be a teacher of presidents. You might be a teacher of the best lawyers and of great geniuses of the world. In Jeremiah 1:5, it is there, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." Maybe I realize now that the Lord appointed me to be a teacher and not to be a priest, and share His love to my students someday. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says there, "For I know that I have a plans for you. I have plans for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and future." My experience testifies that God is true to His promises, that God is always ready to give the best for us. Then, are we ready to give the best for Him also? God knows your answer. God bless and good night.